This episode, we're on a deserted island and we're going to get eaten by cannibals who are looming in dangerously. Who's going to be the first? Find out now. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. You've tuned into the Chocolate Dollar Show.
Hailing from the Midwest region of the United States, we introduce to you the Chocolate Dollar Podcast.
Gosh. So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Chocolate Dollar Show. My name is Jonathan. Here in the studio with me today, we have
Ed.
And then phoning in all the way, as always, from Virginia.
It's me. It's Noah. Hi, Mom.
Yeah. I like how your thing has become, it's me, it's Noah, hi, Mom.
That's my thing. And then Grant's thing is, are we doing this again?
Yeah, gosh.
Anyways, so this episode is the first episode in October, which, as we all know, is a month that is often themed around spooky, creepy, the macabre, terrifying, horrifying, what have you,
Whoa,
right?
Whoa.
So we wanted
He brought out the dictionary for this podcast.
Yeah.
So we wanted to
Thesaurus, man.
Yeah.
I actually knew all those words off the top of my head. That one I did not look up. I normally do look up fancier words, but those ones I knew.
Please.
Anyways, so as is the theme of the month, we wanted to come up with some fun episodes that would be appropriate to the theme of the month. And Ed had a really good one that I felt was a great way to kick it off.
Name your favorite massacre of the 2000s.
No.
Trail of Tears.
Oh, of the 2000s. What the heck?
Oh, from the 2000s. Well,
anyway,
No,
so I
not
personally,
that.
there's not too many things that I can imagine that are more terrifying or horrifying than being eaten by another human being. So this whole idea of cannibalism, which is frowned upon in most countries,
generally speaking, yeah.
generally speaking.
Kind of wonder which ones it's not frowned upon, but that's a different story.
Anyways, so we're gonna fight each other and debate about who of the three of us would get eaten first. Because Grant obviously has already been eaten since he's not here with us today. Rest in peace.
I like that.
He would definitely get eaten first. So let me, is it there are cannibals on the island, or we're going to eat each other and we're going to have a fight to the death to see who's eating each other?
I say at first, we're going to get eaten by the cannibals.
Okay.
If we want to have a quick little 5-minute argument at the end, we can debate who would overpower who first to eat who first. If you really want to do that.
I'm hightailing it out there. I'm just
Yeah, that would be that's a totally different story, because then you get like the whole "can you run away" thing. I feel like most of us would just run away.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So our situation is plane crashed. We got knocked out cold. The three of us woke up and we're tied to those like stakes together. Who do you think is going to get eaten first? Do we want to go round table with this? We'd start with Noah, go to Ed, go to me, or
No, dude. Like, here's the thing. If I'm getting tied up, I'm going to either try to talk my way out of things, or I'm going to try to just break out. The breaking out's probably not going to happen. I mean, look at me. I don't got here.
Yeah, you got it. You got it.
I'm going to talk my way out of this. Like, first of all, I'm the smallest of us. not by height, but by weight. I am skin and bones. They're going to look at me and be like, I guess we can use him as a toothpick after we eat.
Yeah. See, it's funny. I was thinking about that. I was like, okay, well, Noah's probably the smallest. So, I mean, like appetite wise, I mean, maybe the women and children, and be like, oh yeah, that's it's kind of like the drumstick. It's like, oh, I'll have a Noah, but
unless
the chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
Just like some venison or whatever.
Yeah, no, you're definitely the chicken nuggets of the situation.
Gosh.
The one they're gonna chop up, put in the freezer, and then pull you out when the kids are upset. So,
but like, I'm going to be like, hey, I have hepatitis A and B. You don't.
Okay.
they're also cannibals. They don't know this.
Here,
stuff.
when I was picturing this, I was thinking, okay, these people don't speak any English, and I also thought they would probably try to eat Noah because you wouldn't shut up, and they'd be like, oh, let's just kill him already. This is like, oh, we can't understand the jibber jabber or whatever. Which actually,
He's annoying. Stop it.
Yeah.
Murder.
If they didn't eat him first, they would kill him first. That's for sure.
true.
Yeah.
So the club would find Noah real fast.
One thing that just did pop in my head was Noah was talking about how he would try to talk him out of like killing him and eating him, but assuming you couldn't communicate with them like verbally, like, do you think if you started singing or something else weird that like trying to make them like, I mean, it sounds dumb, but if they're gonna eat you, like, why not pull out all the plugs and be like, oh, this one sings, let's keep him around.
Yeah.
Or
He'll be our jester.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like, what could you offer to these guys? I mean, in your situation, we were already tied up. I don't know if we were not tied up and we were trying to run away, who would get eaten first. In that case, it's more of a foot race thing.
Yeah. Well, because I mean, like, when you think about this type of situation in all the movies, and I just kind of assume that we're on a deserted island. I mean, we could be in a horror movie where we just got found by some redneck hillbillies that like to eat people. I don't know. But I don't know. I just kind of like this situation when you encounter cannibals is usually on a deserted island, and that usually means there was a plane crash at one point. So, or a boat wreck and you just washed up on shore. I don't know.
Yeah.
Point being, like, I mean, obviously we probably know that there's cannibals and we're trying to avoid it. So I don't know. We could start the situation tied up. We could just be like trying to avoid cannibals. I don't know.
What if we know a few cannibals and we're just like casually hanging out and then just like it goes south and we're like, oh dang, I should have seen this coming.
They are cannibals. I should have known that. That one's on me. I'm gonna take the blame for myself in the situation. They were like, man,
as they're eating Grant, it's just like I feel like I'm to blame, but you know.
Anyway, so who would get eaten first? Like, that would be an interesting.
I think you or Grant because you're the biggest.
I mean, like,
no friends here. You guys are gonna get eaten.
You are physically bigger than Ed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm not denying that.
Ed's got a little bit more like muscle, I think, than you or Grant.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Totally.
So
too
they would
gamey,
probably
though, right?
Whatever.
Gosh, I don't think a cannibal would really care. I wonder if they do have preferences though. They're just like, oh yeah, I like the chubby kind, or like the little crunchy ones with glasses, or something like that. It's just like, what the heck?
Crunchy ones with glasses. What are you talking?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they get a lot of weirdos that wash up on their beach or something. Bunch of nerds.
Okay.
The crunchy. Have they been eating rocks on the beach?
Quick tangent though. Like, it's kind of related to what we're talking about, but like, okay, you have cannibals on a deserted island. I'm assuming there's not like always somebody just washing up all the time, right? So how do cannibals, like, do they just eat each other in the tribe? Like, is it just like, okay.
Oh, that would be unheard of.
I mean,
no, they got a bro code or whatever. I don't know.
I know. I just kind of wonder if it's like, me hungry, you there.
Yeah,
like fight to the death,
Bonk,
and then if I win, I eat, or something like that. If I die, I'm eaten. I don't know. I've always wondered.
I feel like they probably don't eat humans exclusively. You know, probably throw a little fruit in their diet every now and then. You know?
There's also animals.
Exactly.
Maybe this was in a movie, or I read it or heard it somewhere, and I just don't remember where. But like, I wonder if it's something about like if they're an enemy or something else, or just like they're not part of your tribe or whatever, and then you kill them, then it's like, oh, you can eat them because they're like, that's just some random other person that you defeated or something. Or even like with I think it's like more Native American kind of like you you like get their spirit by eating them or something like that.
Oh, I think that was like, for animals, it's like you consume their spirit or send them back to, I don't freaking know, man.
Yeah. Tummy land, baby. Yeah, that's what it said.
You send their spirit to the tum station.
If that's heaven, I don't want to go to heaven.
Yeah. Gosh. Yeah, they would eat you and Grant first.
Okay, but which one of us would be first? Like,
I mean, we're assuming Grant died in either the plane or ship accident crash. So I don't think they're going to eat him. They're going to be like, he's already dead. You know, the drain's been or the blood's been drained, you know.
Yikes.
Oh man.
They like it fresh. So Grant's already dead. We're just killing him off before.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
even
done,
getting eaten.
dude.
He doesn't even have the pleasure to be eaten by a cannibal. He's dead.
I also feel like if they were like coming up to us to eat one of us, Noah and I are the most likely to kick you in front of us.
Wow. Okay.
We would just be like, oh, Jonathan's the leader of our group.
Yeah, Jonathan, like, we love you, man, but like,
I
when
would,
the chip
I'm a
is
little
down,
offended. I'm a little
and
offended.
at the end of the day,
okay, come on.
So your first reaction wouldn't be, "Hey, let's all fight. Let's all try to get away."
We're already
right?
tied up.
Did we officially
be like this guy right here.
Yeah, this guy.
So you just thrown in the towel. You're just
Supreme.
like, you're dead.
No, I'm throwing in your towel. It's different.
Wow. Okay. Fine. See, the funny thing is, like, I have nothing to combat this though, because like I do have, I am the biggest physically. I'm not saying I'm fat, but I'm like, I'm not. I'm throwing.
No,
you,
you're not
I'm throwing
fat.
you to the cannibals.
You're supposed to. That's the whole point of this episode. You're supposed to throw your friends to the cannibals.
That is very true.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd probably just choose whichever one of you is closest and be like, here, go.
What is a?
I would feel like we've had a little bit more going on through our lives than just who's closer to me. Surely you have some choice between Ed and I.
No, I'm saying like who's closest in proximity to me.
Ooh.
I know that's what you're saying, but it can't just come down to a coin flip of, I guess Ed's closer, Noah's going.
Then again, that does make me think, if I had to offer up one of the two of you, if I still had a plan of getting away, then maybe that would play something. I'm like, okay, well, I think Jonathan's probably stronger. I don't know if there's some.
I don't want to survive with.
Yeah,
me.
if maybe if I had to like fist fight him away there, but then again, Noah being actually smaller and maybe more nimble, maybe that would come in somewhere else. It'd be like, oh well, shoot,
come into play.
Yeah,
but I'm the more athletic between Noah and I.
debatable.
Define
What?
Define athletic.
I think that I'm just naturally more athletically
Dude,
inclined.
he's a Hanzo main.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Definition of athletic.
When we were on a baseball team together, you definitely hit the ball more. But like, there's a difference between
Noah got hit by the ball.
There's a difference between like skill at sports and athleticism.
Noah played tennis. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also played
and
I played-
show
I played
choir.
basketball. Yeah.
I mean, but like,
I feel like you guys both have.
I've
your
still
different-
got it though.
Different forte.
Ed can attest. I can still throw a ball pretty well, and
Yeah.
I can still like carry my own in basketball.
He switched to underhand, but it's still pretty good.
throw it into the now.
Yeah. I sorry, Noah. Like, if I have a plan of attack and I have to sacrifice one of you, I'm sacrificing you because Ed is going to be my best chance to get out.
Okay,
Like,
so coming off of that, then, so if it came down to it, if you had to sacrifice yourself or put up both of us, what would you guys do?
uh,
So, like,
sacrifice
You
both of you
know,
guys?
if you
sacrifice both of us.
if you know that you will get away, but you don't know what will happen to the two of us, what do you?
Then I'll just assume they're not going to eat you, and then I'll let you. I was like, hey, who knows? I mean,
But then you'll never see us again, and you'll be like, was that the right choice?
See, it really honestly does come down to like I know that we're supposed to throw each other under the bus, but I feel like we're all close enough to where like there's a little bit of guilt there that like if I did sacrifice one of you two, regardless of who it was, like even if in my brain I'm like Ed is my best chance of survival partner right now, just because like he's more.
Hey, screw you.
but like I would always like if it ever worked out and I got away with Ed, but you ended up getting eaten by the cannibals, I would feel really bad. I'd probably end up committing suicide at that point because I'd feel so
Oh my
bad.
god.
so we might as well just offer you to the cannibals already.
No, but like honestly, I do think my natural inclination would be like, how can we all get out of this together?
Yeah.
Like I I would have to be in a like no-win situation where I'd end up sacrificing.
No, see, I like that because then that makes me think I would kill off Noah first because then I know Grant or Jonathan he wouldn't really turn his back on me, so then it'd be up to me to get him killed next. So I would for sure.
You don't trust me when cannibals are on.
Yeah, you're most likely to turn your back on me, so I'll kill you off first. And Jonathan, I'll keep him around until they get hungry again.
All joking aside, if the three of us are all tied up and we know that these people eat other people, I feel like I'm not just going to be like, well, screw these guys I've known my entire life. Hope they can get out of this because I'm gone.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely going to try to work this out between the three of us.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like that would naturally be my. But that being said, if I had to throw people under the bus, it'd probably be Noah. Just like thinking about it.
You guys suck.
Sorry,
This is the best episode. It's probably our last one too. Sorry, guys.
All right, so then going from there, because we all clearly love each other, quote unquote.
Yeah,
we're all good friends. If we could devise a plan, how would we get out and away from these cannibals? We wake up, we're all tied up. What are we gonna do?
Are we establishing that we have been tied up? Right?
Yes,
that's what we said. Okay, how are we tied up? Is it hands, but like Ewok style, where we're
I was actually picturing that. Too.
Okay,
Yeah.
like so up above the head, like
yeah,
spike behind us. We're tied up, like hands above, like put your hands up style.
Episode 2, even when they're.
Everybody put your hands up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, because in episode 6, they're also like dangling from the stick over the fire.
Right,
too.
exactly.
So I feel like we wake up, Grant's dangling over the fire. The three of us are tied up. We're like, well, Grant's gone.
Dude, he's been slow roasted.
Oh my God.
So we all collectively agree, like obviously this is between the three of us mostly, but if the four of us were there, Grant would be the first to get eaten. Can we all just collectively agree on that? Not because he's not here, but like just because.
But mostly.
No. I'm trying to think of what arguments I could bring for Grant. I mean, I can think of a lot against him. No, I can't. No.
I think he would be the one that would help us the most with a strategy plan getting out of it. But I also think that the cannibals would want to eat him first.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. And that's not just like anything against Grant. That's just like I think that Grant would probably look him up.
Delicious.
Although
what can we say?
Okay, we can say this.
He's looking like a snack.
Here's something to defend Grant in being eaten first. He has a beard. I don't know if people if cannibals care about hair on the like the more hair.
You think they eat people with the skin still on?
Have you ever eaten a person, Jonathan?
Dude,
no,
come on.
I'm very proud of the fact that I've never eaten anybody.
Do you eat a cow with the skin still on it? No.
Sometimes. Yeah, you have a good point. So never mind.
You eat a chicken with the skin or the.
That's fried chicken. That's not the skin of the chicken.
Dang.
Mind equals blown. Anyways,
you eat fish with the scale still on it? No, you don't.
Sometimes you actually do on those ones.
You know, these are the things that I don't think about because I'm just horrified at the fact of getting eaten by. Anyways, so the three of us to survive being captured by cannibals.
Okay, yeah, that is a weird thing. Thinking of like the Ewok tied up where we each have like a different pole that we're attached to.
Yeah.
Like hands and feet. That would be really hard to, even if you did get off and we were all like rolling around, if trying to untie or cut anybody's bonds, that'd be pretty tough.
Yeah, or untie it somehow, yeah.
So would we just try to roll everywhere? Like roll away?
Rolling.
And then
we'd Will and Jack Sparrow it like they do at the end of the first Pirates of the Caribbean. We'll fight with our hands bound.
Yeah. But can you imagine even if we did roll away, everybody wasn't watching because they're cannibals. I guess they don't pay attention to their. And we all just roll away. How easily trackable it would be because it's like, oh well, I mean, they're obviously 4 people rolled this way.
Also, I'm imagining we're completely buck naked at this point.
What I
wouldn't even go there.
If we're tied up, I don't think they're gonna keep the clothes on.
Okay, I could see it where Grant, Noah, and I have clothes on, and then
Man, there are like so many jokes that I'm like biting my tongue on. Gosh.
Anyway, wow.
All right, well, that's the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen.
No, okay. Well, how would we either break the sticks or break our bonds? Or because if you did break the sticks or the poles that you were stuck to, then you could slide those out of the bonds, and so we'd still be bound. But now we weren't stuck.
Well,
on
so like here's the thing: if we wake up and we're tied up, and Grant's already being slow roasted over the fire, I'm assuming that we're not too far behind him. So we gotta like come up with something fast. Like there's no time to like wait till it's nighttime so that they can go to sleep and then we can escape.
Yeah, I feel like okay. So there's two ways you could do this. One, you could try to Tom Cruise it in Rogue Nation, where you like pull yourself up over the top of the pole and then, like slide out that way. But then of course if you're tied to a tree, then that's gonna be even harder. But you could wait till like they're coming for you, till they're untying you, and then you fight at that point, I guess. I don't know.
Do we know how to fight other than from the action movies that we watch?
Bash them in the freaking face.
I wrestled
and kick them in the nuts.
Hey, we play shoot 'em up video games. We have
those cannibals. They're not gonna bite you while you're wrestling them.
Nah.
I could take being bitten, like as long as it doesn't mean completely getting eaten.
I feel like if death is or your life is at the stake, then it's like, okay, well, I'm not gonna be like, dude, that's not fair.
Ow! Why'd you bite me?
That's
Not fair.
Time out.
Time out. I'm done. No.
Wait, have you guys heard about the thing where like I've heard in movies they're like, oh yeah, you just break your thumb bone and then you can slide
That's
out of
for
handcuffs
though.
or whatever?
Oh yeah, you like dislocate your thumb. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if one of us could get out and then untie the others or something. Because I can't. I mean, this situation that we just popped up randomly. I don't know if we have knives or they have knives or we can cut our bonds.
I don't know. This is feeling more impossible than the alien invasion stuff.
Honestly, though, like we're tied up.
I like the idea of Noah singing, kind of pulling a 3PO move where it's just like, whoa, mesmerize them a little bit.
There you go. It's like,
I mean, I could provide the distraction pretty easily. I think we all are aware of that.
Oh yes, we are very aware. So if we get
move them hips and you'll be
exactly.
Good.
I mean, I could try to start singing too and pull in some harmony, and then like Jonathan starts drumming, and then I can feel it.
Gosh, I don't know.
What else is that? What do cannibals even care about? I mean,
eating people.
I mean, I guess they eat people, but they probably have other weird cultural things that.
I mean, there are like cannibals all over. Like they don't exclusively eat people. Like they eat people, but I don't think that they probably just don't even think about it. You know?
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I guess I ate a person.
Well, no, I mean, they would probably just think of it as like
that was a person.
Well, like they're. I'm sure it's like a deranged thing. You know?
Yeah.
They're not thinking clearly. They're not thinking about human life. They're just thinking about food.
Okay, what about this? Since we're kind of, I don't know, we're not sure where to go with that. What about we're all stranded on a desert island and there's no food and we're all gonna die and we have to eat one of the other people?
So the question now in the conversation is becoming, who of you two would I eat first?
Oh, Grant's alive again.
Oh, he is? Okay.
Okay, so this is a 1v1v1v1 fight to the death, like battle royale, like who of us four is coming out on top, or
well, we could either do that or we could also say like we've been there for a while and we're all like like
it's
hella
to the
tired
point
kind of thing.
where we're desperate for food. Although
what's the book what's the book where it's like all those boys
Lord of the Flies
kill each other? Yeah, Lord of the Flies. There you go.
I didn't read that book. Like I started reading it and then I like didn't read the rest. And then as we were going over it in class, I was just like, why didn't I read this book? It sounds really cool.
Until they all kill each other.
Yeah, I guess that's a downside.
Yeah, that was kind of a
Piggy
bummer.
or whatever dies.
Yeah. So
I'll freely admit, if I'm dehydrated and like haven't eaten a lot, I get like I kind of shut down. Not just
Yeah.
like moody or whatever, but like I start getting like headaches and stuff.
So I'm going for
really?
Ed first.
Yeah, I'm not like just trying to lower my stock here, but I think
Oh
even,
no, I
even
just I get hangry.
hangry.
I'm gonna straight up go for you.
I'll
guys.
admit you would be the worst one to live with there because you would be reminding us about the food.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I don't know. So we're just assuming then that we've killed all the animals on the deserted island.
Let's just say that it's like such a small island that there's like some grass.
It's literally like only a mile.
And we've tried to eat it and it's not very
It's like Guam.
It's like
yeah.
no. Or we could say like the life raft, because I feel like that's a little bit more plausible. Like it's a boat wreck. We're in the life raft, all four of us. We've been out to sea for like I don't know a couple months, and we're super duper hungry, and we're tired of fish.
I like the island idea more. That
Okay.
way, like if I need to run away, I have somewhere to go.
I like the life raft because then you could just tie a rope around somebody's leg and throw them overboard and then just like paddle away and let the waves kill them and then just drag them back in and then eat them. And it's like,
Or
I'm
use
sorry.
them as bait for like a shark.
Yeah. Okay. Once the
Okay, no,
shark gets it,
yeah.
what are we gonna do with it then? Oh
No,
big
you
shark.
pull them in and then you kill the shark. You just bonk it on the head and then you're like, oh,
What?
good,
I feel like you're way oversimplifying this. Have you seen Jaws?
Maybe I'm oversimplifying it, but like we're getting some shark out of it, so shut your mouth.
I'd rather just have Grant out of it, you man.
Honestly, though, if we're in a situation where we're stuck on a desert island, I'm definitely going to Grant first to be like, not to eat him, but like to be like, dude, you got the answers. You've got to know this.
Yeah.
You've got to have some sort of survival knowledge.
We didn't even want
You go up to him and you're just like, okay, Google, how do I?
yeah, exactly. It's like, tell me what to do. Like,
Have you guys seen the movie Castaway?
not beginning to
No,
end.
with Wilson and Tom
Yeah.
Hanks.
I actually really like that movie, but that's one of those things that's like that would be a crappy situation to be in, but as a guy, it's kind of like that would be kind of cool. Like I wanna get.
Can
to
I
play-
really do it?
Yeah. Could I really do it? Kind of thing.
Without
But-
going nuts or crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like, I don't think I would eat you guys. I don't think any of us would eat the other
No.
person. We would just lay there and die.
But we
Yeah,
also
dive
don't
on
know
your
what
first.
we would do in that much, like that environment of that high stress level.
Yeah.
When we've gone without food and water, like our minds are going to start to go and lines are going to start being crossed, and like it's going to be, our sanity is going to be degrading a little bit.
Yeah.
See, I feel like this is where Jonathan's stock goes way up because I think all of us, I think you're the least likely to backstab, and maybe that's just your big, huge, like you've been keeping in your pocket and waiting for this perfect opportunity.
Waiting for this moment where you guys trust me and
Yeah,
nobody's
yeah.
going to assume it's me.
And then you murder all of
But
us.
yeah,
I feel like if that were my ploy, Grant would be the only one to catch on to it. Just because
Yeah.
Grant like has that ability somehow to just like get it. Anyways,
so we'd kill him first.
yeah, exactly.
He's our biggest threat. Take him out, boys.
Yeah. Okay, so completely insane Jonathan would probably actually go for Ed first.
Yeah, you know you would.
Just to eat. Like I don't know. And then
I'm
then it'd
Hunger
probably go-
Gaming. I would be Hunger Gaming this one all the way the heck up. I'd be waiting for you guys to all kill each other, and I would scavenge the remains as much
Yeah.
as I could.
Okay, so then backing it up just a little bit more, say like, we're stranded. Who's the first to die of hunger? Do you think?
Me.
So I feel like Noah's who we would eat first.
Actually, yeah, no.
Because I feel like in that situation, I would probably, I don't know that I'd tell you guys that, but I'd be thinking probably like, if I die first, you can eat me. Like, I think I would think that, but I wouldn't actually want it to happen because if I die, I would much rather have like an actual like burial.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be like degraded to that, but
Actually,
push comes to shove.
thinking about it with the Noah dying first, I think Noah or I would be the first ones to die just simply because of a size and like after not eating, your body eats itself kind of thing.
Exactly.
I feel like, yeah, we would die faster just because we have less of a body to eat.
Yeah. Grant would survive. He'd be the one chowing down on the rest of us after we all died.
Probably.
Yeah, the thing is, I still don't know if I'd could picture you eating us because you'd still, even insane, Jonathan, I feel like.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take it. I like that type of reputation.
It's a
least
compliment,
likely
but
to.
also at the same time, you're a sucker. You're gonna die.
Yeah. Then you'll probably die next, and Grant, the one who's like, I hate this, but I realize the situation I'm in.
Yeah, Grant's the more practical one. I think he would totally be the one that.
Yeah, he's the chaotic neutral. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
He's gonna go a little bit out of the norm, but he knows what he needs to do, and he'll rationalize it to survive.
Yeah.
Then again, if you were like so sure that you were not getting off the island either way, would you eat him? If you were like, well, I mean,
if I knew that I wasn't gonna get off the island, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bother with it.
Yeah, because it's kind of like at that point, it's like
not even just to say I did it.
Yeah. Well, because even at that point, you're just like, well, there's no point to eating him now, like, because I'm gonna die anyways. So,
but wouldn't part of you be curious?
Honestly, part of me would be curious, but not to the point where I'd give in to the curiosity.
Yeah, curiosity's killing.
Because I am aware of hepatitis.
Yeah.
All that type of
Fair.
Anyway, so the first of us to be eaten by cannibals would probably be Grant because of the meat. then I think it would go me.
I hope he doesn't listen to this.
It would be Grant. It would be me. Then I think Ed, and then I think Noah.
Yeah.
Or Noah.
I would be friends with the cannibals. They would entrust me, and they would join me with open arms, or they would have me
embrace you with open arms.
Yeah,
honestly though, I think my tactic would be to try to like figure out how can I appear as a deity to them so that they bow to my whims. And like,
white man, come.
I don't know, being like with someone you can't speak with. I went to Haiti with my church, just not even a half a year ago, and it was just so hard to communicate with these kids, and they knew a little bit of English, but even then it was just like. And they're like rational human beings.
Yeah.
Right.
And then just like thinking of trying to communicate with someone who doesn't know a lick of English and wants to eat you.
Yeah.
It's just like, no. And it's not like they're going to be trying to understand you, I don't think, unless you get some.
Yeah. Well, no.
Millennial
they see meat, their food. That's food.
Gosh.
I think, okay, so in a situation, let's flip it again, because we've been doing that like this whole freaking conversation. Let's say that we encounter the cannibals while like just exploring the island, trying to find food to eat or whatever, and it's very clear like they're gonna eat us and they're chasing us. What's your defense plan? What weapons do you fashion? Do we build a fort? Do we like dig underground and hide? What's your guys' strategy in that situation?
Yeah.
Boy, I don't even know. I think my first instinct was to get to high ground. It's over Anakin. I have the high ground.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I think getting into like a tree or something, get a little bit of leverage. That'd be good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that. Other than the fact of like once you're in a tree or high ground, you tend to lose resources, kind of thing.
We'll build a tree house.
Yeah. But I do like that kind of, if you had a way of like some cave you could retreat to or find some fortress, like you said, high ground or whatever it is that you could defend.
I'm going to climb up the volcano.
Have you guys seen Swiss Family Robinson?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like the idea of like booby traps and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're an attacker, I hate the idea
Home
of booby
Alone.
traps.
Yeah. Well, like honestly though, like I do think just because of my overactive imagination, I wake up on a deserted island with you guys. I'd be like, okay, guys, we seriously need to build some sort of shelter, and we need to booby trap the crap out of it because who knows who's on this island? Like that would be my genuine feeling. We need to defend ourselves.
No,
against
honestly,
enemies we don't know exist, whether they do or not. So,
I get scared really easily. I don't know if you guys have picked up on that, but I blame it on my imagination. But no, I can't do horror movies.
No,
So I would probably be.
Which is why the Halloween special coming up is going to be interesting. Anyways.
Ed, I feel like you do better with horror movies than I do, though. Like, you've seen the old movie The Thing and stuff like that.
Though, I don't know. Those are scary, but after... I don't know. That at this point when I'm rewatching them, they seem more artsy. I mean, not like they were made as arts movies, but just because they are older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they don't, hold up comparably. to like you can tell stuff's fake.
I get more scared of jump scares. I'll freely admit that.
Jump
or
scares
just like
are so
sadistic
dumb.
stuff. So that,
Well, like this, sadistic movies, like I'm not messing with that at all.
yeah.
But like jump scares, jump scares are like, oh, you startled me, but then it's just like I'm just annoyed that like that's just your cheap way of scaring
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
There's something to be said though for a well used jump scare though. Like there are some movies that definitely overdo it, and I jump every time. Like I'll freely admit that I'm a scaredy cat when it comes to that type of stuff. We're the trailer for The Nun rolled in front of one of these movies, and that has a freaking jump scare in it, and that scared the crap out of me when it first happened. And went back to that same movie with my brother and dad, and that same trailer was there. I knew it was coming. I still got scared.
Gosh.
Like I knew the timing of it too. I was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna. It got me.
With horror movies, I like more of like tense. I don't like horror movies. I don't like slashers. I don't like jump scares. But like if it's a suspenseful thriller, that I can get on board with. Like where you're just like in high elevated heartbeat the entire, like your adrenaline's kicking in. You're like hoping for the very best for our heroes, but you know that somebody's gonna get the axe in the end of it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. A lot of like old classic horror movies, like Frankenstein and Dracula and Wolfman. Those are interesting to me too, because those are very like kind of almost fantastical.
Yeah.
And like they're, or like even Harry Potter, for instance. Like I consider that a pretty solid Halloween movie. Just because like there's spookiness to it, and there's like frightening terror at times.
Do you watch all of them? Just like all the Harry Potters?
I have seen all of them, but I haven't like watched them like
back to back.
Yeah, I don't watch them annually.
You haven't marathoned them all in one day?
Wait, have you watched all the Harry Potters, Noah? Because
I have. I haven't seen Fantastic Beasts, but I've seen all of them.
I've seen Fantastic Beasts as well, so I'm pretty caught up in like the Potterverse stuff. But I like those are all really interesting to me because they're like they deal with fantastical stuff. So even if you are afraid or scared, it's not like I'm gonna have nightmares tonight, if that makes sense.
I think I haven't seen that, but I'm thinking like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or any of these other like not mythical, I guess, for Star Wars, but
big fantasy.
Yeah, but they have like super bad things, but then also super good things. So that it's like you have orcs and urukai, but you have elves and like wizards and stuff. So it's like you get some counterbalance where in most horror movies that I know of, it's like just one sadistic blah blah blah, and then regular people.
In a lot of horror movies,
yeah, exactly.
In a lot of those horror movies, though, you definitely do have your I wouldn't call him a hero, but like you have your protagonist that is trying to combat the terror that's there.
Yes, but
like,
they're pretty deeply flawed. Whereas like the elves, you're like, I want to frickin' be an elf.
Yeah, you're like, because they're pure spirit and all that type of stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah,
no, like the Keebler elf, like hey.
Like half the time in horror movies, you're like, I kind of want to get this guy to just die.
Yeah,
I hope he gets strangled.
Yeah, exactly. There's lots of those types of, and like it's funny because horror movies kind of brought that to the mainstream as far as like a format for movies goes. Because I mean, your protagonist has to have some sort of flaw, right? Otherwise, they're too perfect. Otherwise, you get the Superman effect.
Oh, I hate Superman for that very reason.
But there's something to be said though, where I feel like just anymore now, it's gotten to the point where it's overdone. That you have the utterly imperfect protagonist, if that makes sense.
I don't watch enough horror movies to really say.
I'm not talking about horror movies specifically now. I'm just talking about in general. Like you've got like, I feel like you don't really have a whole lot of honorable protagonists. I mean, there are plenty because Marvel's chock full of honorable protagonists and stuff. But I feel like just when you're looking at more like stuff that isn't connected to already established franchises, you get a lot of that. Not very. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good person related to kind of like the Clint Eastwoody, like I'm bad, but I'm the good guy
Yeah.
kind of deal. Is that
Yeah.
what you're saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Like
It's kinda
Deadpool.
yeah, but again, like that
No,
makes
he's
sense
all
for Deadpool.
good. Okay, what if we were on this island all tied up and Deadpool was there too? Would we let him get eaten slowly and then it'd just be like buffet?
Because he can regenerate.
They just keep coming back
No,
and eating.
I would
Deadpool
totally
with
try
us,
to.
We're good, dude. We're
No,
set.
yeah, I totally try to figure out some way to visually demonstrate, not by eating him, of course, but like to visually show them like he regenerates. You have all you can eat.
Yeah.
He's your answer. Well,
He
let us
Use
go. You
him.
got him.
Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
Gosh. No, that'd be.
Problem solved, dude.
Yep.
There you go. That's your end right,
All right,
there.
cool.
Roll credits.
Sweet. All right, awesome. Well, we went on a little bit of a tangent, but I think it was an appropriate tangent. It felt
Yeah.
like it was natural to conversation.
Definitely.
Thank you guys for tuning into this episode of the Chocolate Dollar Show. Feel free to write a review. It helps us out, gives us some good rankings, and it gives people something that they can look at and be like, hey, you know, that's interesting. I'm going to check out the show because of this guy's review.
Even if you hate us, just put it down there. And
Just
Yeah,
give us
well-
a 1 star and say, hey, screw you guys, here's your review, idiots.
Too big of a tangent.
fight
There
me
you go.
on Facebook.
Speaking of which, you can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter at Chocolate Dollar. Share this episode with your friends and family. You know, it's a fun little Halloween conversation. Maybe have your own conversations. with
Actually,
your
if you know
family.
any cannibals or know anything about cannibalism, just throw that down there too. I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
That'd be
Anyway,
kinda
so next episode will be
Give
in
us some good
TV
recipes.
Yeah. Golly.
How to eat grand.
All right,
That's our next
so-
episode.
How to eat Grant. There you go. All right. Thank you guys again for tuning into this episode of the Chocolate Dollar Show. Until next time, this is Chocolate Dollar signing off.
Thank you for listening to the Chocolate Dollar Podcast. Check in next time.